Mississippi State, for as young as they are, without IAJ ready, with Peters, obviously, I don't know what happened to him in the second half. Unbelievable effort by them. Ben's doing a great job, and for them to be as young as they are this late in the year, they're so much better than they were back in November and December. It's a credit to those kids, and we couldn't guard them, so we had to go zone. And luckily, we held on for dear life there.
We'll take questions for Sindarius now.
Sindarius was not many teams lose a 4 overtime game. Was that tough to bounce back from mentally, or was it kind of water under the bridge once the game started?
No, it was, once the game over, it's over with. You can't take it back. You can't, if you think about it and dwell on it, then it's going to affect you in the next game. So, coach did a good job, and, all the coaches did a good job of, emphasizing, that game's over with, and, on to the next, and our next focus is on Mississippi State. And, after that game, from Wednesday on to today, our focus is just Mississippi State, and everything happened in that 4 overtime game was passed.
State had like a 64-63 lead, I think, with 5 minutes left, and then y'all scored, I think, 9 straight points. Made some really, high percentage shots, got some good looks. Why do you think you guys were able to kind of make a push right there?
I think execution. We executed, and with us older guys on the court, we've been in those situations numerous of times, and just trying to finish the game, and us not wanting to lose 2 in a row, kind of kept us motivated and keep us going.
Any more questions for Sindarius? Okay, see, thanks. Questions for Frank?
Frank, what did you think about that 9-0 run there that was kind of crucial late? What was working so well for y'all?
We just we were able to get a couple stops. I switched to zone, and I think it made them kind of stand around a little bit. If I remember correctly, that's when Notice makes a 3. PJ makes cuts their defense, and he gets a layup. I'm trying to play that sequence through my head right now. We were able to get a couple stops, something that we've been pretty good defensively all year. And that's why I say credit to them. We couldn't guard them. We could not guard them. And then we threw the ball in the post. That was the other thing that if I remember correctly.
Right.
We passed the ball, and Silva and Kotsar got a couple baskets around the rim. And, so if I remember correctly, that's the sequence when all that kind of took place. We stopped shooting threes, and we decided to throw it inside and cut their defense a little bit.
Tyson Carter hasn't been playing much for them lately, and he comes out, scores 22. Did he kind of surprise you, or was it just one of those nights for him?
No, we know he can shoot it, but we couldn't guard them. So we spent the whole game on retreat mode, and then just bad rotation. But it's no different than the Alabama game. 2 young men, Avery Jr. scores 25, and number 22, I don't remember his name right now, who averages 4 points a game. I'm talking about the Alabama game, scores 19. And we've got to do a better job, obviously, as coaches in our scouting report meetings of making guys understand reserve players, what their strengths are, because we haven't done a good job the last 2 games.
You mentioned switching to zone. Did that kind of come up, their drive and kick threes that were hitting pretty successfully in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, our rotations were just bad. They were attacking us off the dribble, and then our help rotations were real bad. And that's probably more my fault than anything, because coming off that 4 overtime game, I wasn't trying to beat them up in practice, so we probably didn't spend as much time as we need to in our defensive drills and rotation drills and things of that nature. But that falls once again more on my shoulders. But now we get a day off tomorrow, and then on Monday, we'll get on our defense and hopefully get back to defending a little better than we did today. But I don't want to take credit away from them. They attacked us, and we had no answer defensively.
You held Weatherspoon scoreless to that final 2 minutes. What were you doing specifically to keep him off his game?
Thornwell, Sindarius is a real good defender. That's why I got mad at him towards the end of the game. The one we take a 8-point lead, I want to say, and Stapleton kind of drives the ball across the floor, and shot fakes, and Sin jumped at the shot fake with the game on the line. He's too good a defender. But, you know, that's the kind of stuff I gotta get mad about with him, because he does everything else perfect. It's, but he's Sin, Witherspoon's a real good player, and I've got a lot of respect for him. But Sin is just defensively, he's real good, and, understands film, he studies players, he studies tendencies, he studies where teams try to get guys shots from. That's a credit to Sin, plain and simple.
Any more questions? Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.